काय नको चला ते
is what Vasily's fans will be hoping that he can take on the boulders and put on the winning number. What's the winning number on this surface? Come on, Samuel Badri, give me one. I look into my crystal ball, we just saw Saif almost defend 5. I don't think that's the magic number. I think you need around at least 12 to 15 on this service. Can they get that? Super overtime. A big swing, only be a single. Yeah, they would need a couple of boundaries to make sure that they can get close to the number that you mentioned, Samuel Badri. Hasn't done much with the bats in this series to date. Sufyan Rutherford has had an excellent start to his ODI career. But this is not about ODI cricket anymore. This is a super over. This is just 6 deliveries. This is an opportunity to hit a boundary or two. Something that he's very capable of. Yeah, Mustafizur Rahman went wicketless, went for 40 in the 8 overs that he has bowled in this innings. Into the hands. And would you believe it, it's Saif Hassan who takes a really good catch. So it's Mustafizur Rahman who picks up a wicket. And his struggle continues, Sufyan Rutherford. A little bit of poetic justice, the drop catch of the bowling of Saif. Now he takes the catch himself, inches off the ground. It's an important catch, you know, because remember, you're only allowed 2 wickets. Another wicket here, and that's it. Innings ends. Sufyan Rutherford goes without scoring. 1 for 1 from 2. And by 2, I mean 2 balls. What a game you've seen so far. He's bounced that for sure. I think he was probably thinking the ball was a little bit closer. In the end, it started to drop in front. So he had to dive in the front to take the catch inches off the ground. Which will allow Hope to be on strike now. Or do better on strike. Has to be. Correction. How do you play this though? Knowing that you have only 1 wicket in hand. Do you play it safe and get a single look for a double? Do you confirmation? got Bangladeshi bank decision pending, which is struck it out. I think they can't afford to lose. They cannot take that risk. In the gap, they should come back for the second. Good run. This may be the fourth or the fifth ball you can try to really go after it. Yeah, he's usually very strong in that area. There's no pace to work with, and that was his undoing. Shilford Rutherford has hit many sixes over extra cover, over points, but the lack of pace don't allow him to get disappointment there from Floyd Reefer. And you're right, in my mind, I'm in agreement with you. Next delivery, maybe play it a little bit safe, look to work it around for a couple if possible, and then deliveries 5 and 6. Go for the boundaries. If you go for it now and you get out, that's the end of the innings, and you only have 3 on the board. What you know from this, only giving away 3 runs, he's also picked up a wicket. Wide. Did it carry? You can see the reaction from the bowler. Let's have a closer look. Another slow delivery. A little bit hesitant, hanging on the circle. And the fallen just short of him. Had to judge it. And that slight delay allowed the ball to fall short of him, much to his dismay. All right, these 2 deliveries must go. Because he's feeling at the edge of the circle, and it fell short. He was coming in. Again, a very good delivery. Doesn't allow the batter to free their arms and throw at the wrong end. Should have been at the non-striker's end. Why did he decide to do that? Should have thrown at the closer end, look for the run out. Good running though. West Indies have gotten up to 6. Can they finish with a boundary? Can they get to 10? Yeah, through at the wrong end. It's very difficult to run out at the striker's end from that distance. Thinking boundary shape, where is his option? Third and final leg in the circle, but he hasn't any pace to work with. Well, it's gone over the fielder at short third, and it will be a boundary. They'll take it. With that boundary, finally a boundary of the last ball of the over. It is an excess pay for, which will give Bangladesh, when they come back to chase 11, they've got 10 runs in the super over. Is that enough? We'll have to wait and see. A fortuitous boundary for Shehab and the West Indies to end that super over. A good slower delivery, but with the field placement and that third in the inner circle, it meant that it rolled away for who's bowling the over. That's the other question now from a West Indian perspective. They don't have any out-and-out fast bowler, so it has to be a spinner. Just look at how he's squared up. He's thinking leg side, outside edge, over the infield, and runs away for 4. Doesn't matter. They'll take it. West Indies. So now they must defend 10. And who's going to defend that 10? Will it be Akeem Hussain? Or will it be Gudakesh Moti or one of the other spinners? Decisions. And then who's batting for Bangladesh? So many decisions to make. So many. Right throughout the match. Sami also having a long chat. We saw earlier Madison Mirage having a chat with Salahuddin, the coach. Not a bad over to start with Fizz, but the last ball might just do the trick. That went for a boundary, so they ended up scoring 10 runs. Bangladesh will require 11. What a match this has turned out to be. Brilliant.
कौन देखा था
Yeah, the
आंसर
Tigers in
तबाह
torment
हो
of
जाए
spirits. Just a little reminder of how things go with the bowling. From a bowling standpoint, they can decide when they go out in the middle who's going to bowl over based on who's come out to bat. Lots of discussions. They're keeping all of the options intact. Yeah, that super over. First ball, a single, she couldn't connect. Shifted Rutherford, he connected, but only as far as Saif out to the deep. A good catch, very low. Brandon King came out, a single ensued in the next delivery. With a couple actually, good running. This was
हमारे को बैठा होता है
just short of Nadia San Miraz, and another good bit of running here for another couple, which took them up to 6. And then the final delivery. A fortuitous edge, runs away for 4. Got them to 10. Yeah, disappointment there. But a lot of joy for the West Indians. They have something to work with. What happens if they get to 10 no matter? If there's another tie? It's going to be another super over, bro. You're not going anywhere.
भाई
11 is the target. It looks like Akhil Hussain will probably pull the super over. Left arm orthodox. We'll have to wait and see who comes out to bat for Bangladesh. Shumbhu Sarkar has to be one of them. Shumbhu Sarkar has to be. And yes, Saif Hassan, the option of Saif Hassan open there. What about Ridwan? Ridwan got smashed to 50. There's also an option of a right-hander. I thought Mahidul Islam played a crucial knock. Maybe not a bad call if you see him in the middle. What about Vishal Hussain? He's played a couple of blinders, some cameos at the back end, has long reach, has confidence. And what I think is important is that they do have a left-to-right combination. If they go to left-handers, they have this guy, Ruston Chase, who can turn the ball away from the left-handers. And if they go with 2 right-handers, they have Akhil Hussain. So these guys have their options open. Wait to see who the batters are before they decide. They've never been in this sort of a situation, Bangladesh. That's why they've taken a long time to ensure what's the right combination. But for the very first time, they're in a situation where they need to decide, okay, you need 11 runs to chase of 6 deliveries. You got 2 wickets in hand. Who are your best options? The fans have stayed on. They've been treated royally with a gripping contest. Attritional for most of it, but it really came down to the wire in the final few overs. And still, we await a winner in this one. The loyal fans, they've been here for the entirety of the match, most of them. And they're hopeful that it will be the Tigers who prevail, the West Indians who are looking on from afar back in the West Indies. It's just about 12 minutes after 11 in the morning, back in the West Indies, tuned in for the super over. And there's a clue as to one of the batters, Atta, and then the other. Yeah, these are the openers, and they feel that there's the one who can do the job for Bangladesh. Saif Hassan and Shumbhu Sarkar. Yeah, it is a mix of left hand and right hand in the middle. Saif Hassan took a very good catch, nearly won the game. Remember that catch which went up. Noor Hassan and also Mustafizur Rahman so very close to Noor Hassan. trying to get close to the ball. In the end, it was dropped. It'll be interesting to see who takes strike Arthur in the regulation game, in the 50-over game. The right-hander took strike against Akeem Hussain. I just wonder if he's going to do the same if it is indeed Akeem Hussain who bowls this over. In all likelihood, it is Akeem Hussain. And I think that the left-hander should take strike for obvious reasons. But let's see. Still waiting who will be the bowler. You mentioned Akeem Hussain. We also saw Roston Chase loosening up. And it looks like it's going to be Shummu Sharka who will take the strike because he is the non-striker is Saif Hassan close to the bowler. So that's what you wanted to see. Shummu Sharka looked in good nick 45. Those are his numbers. What is the most important number? Is 11.
Come on,
Right. Left-hander on strike. Now have a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Three fielders on the onside, on the boundary rope, and also two long off and very wide third. Right, here we go. 11 need in 6 deliveries. Akeem has the ball. Shummu on strike. Well, it starts with the wide. It's 10-6. Exactly what he didn't want, extras, but the plan is clear. From Shummu Sharka, get inside the line and heave to the leg side. Akeem has protection there, but if he middles it, doesn't matter who's out in the boundary. Has he been in it? Has he found the gap? No. Misfield, they come back for the second. The two more. 8 and 5. It's a no-ball, Arthur. It's a no-ball. Can you believe it? Can you believe this? This is unforgivable from Akeem Hussain. You bowl a wide, and now you bowl a no-ball, so it's a free hit. It's an additional run. My, oh my, this is a gift. Christmas is around the corner. Put that straight into the hands, but will only be a single. Would you believe it? I could not believe my eyes. He already bowled 2 no-balls early in the spell. 2. That is his 3rd no-ball. Unbelievable. 6 and 5. 6 from 5. We had 5 from 6. In the regulation contest, the other way around when West Indies were batting. And they messed that up. Now Bangladesh needs 6 from 5. Akeem Hussain, 1 delivery, has conceded 5. A wide and a no ball with a free hit. Lots of discussions again. The right hand on strike now. Nerves, Simon Burberry, nerves. Not the right kind of start what the West Indies would have hoped for, but Bangladesh will take it. What is Saif doing? Is he just knocking the single and getting Saka back on strike, or is he going to go after it at the risk of missing or being dismissed? I think a little bit of intelligence is needed here. 3 fielders cutting the single offside. 16 in 5 deliveries. You don't need a boundary, you need a couple of runs and a couple of singles. Right. Saif Hassan on strike. And it's a dot. make that 6 and 4. Shanto, the next man in, left-hander, doesn't want to be out there. He wants these two to finish it if they can. No extras from Akil needed. Over the top on the offside, the only a single which will bring the left-hander Shubha Sharkar on strike. And they'll be eyeing the onside area. That's why he's having another discussion in the middle with the skipper. I think Shumo Shaka should take all three deliveries. All three deliveries to the left-handed Shumo Shaka swing for the boundary. If he connects, game over. Don't take the single to get Saif back on strike. That's what I'm thinking. If he middles it, it could be game over. So it should be thinking even numbers, 2, 4, or 6. No single. Now they've got 4 on the onside on the boundary. Only one at back foot point, wide third. Mid off inside the circle, cover inside the circle. There is short third.
Subscribe button to
If it's on
cover.
the offside, maybe, just maybe, Shubha Sharkar can try to hit over the top on the offside. We'll have to wait and see. They're taking a bit of time. That's fine.
লিখা রে বাবা
Change
আমরা
of
লিখে
mindset, change in the field again. The fielder at short fine has gone back. A change of field, actually changing the fielder position, same field on the onside. Right.
आधा
Behind the
घंटा पे
onside
होगा
area.
एक ओवर
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many fielders he has in the deep leg side.
आधा
That's
घंटा
the
पे होगा
direction he's
देखिए
going.
ना
He knows if he connects, that's the
सन्नेटा
game.
तो ना चला
I don't think that he's thinking offside. Not with the amount of turn Hussein is getting. He goes onside. Has he found the fielder? Yes, he has. It's a wicket. Silence. Absolute silence. Pin drop silence here in Mirpur. Swung, connected, but not connected well enough. And a catch for Gudakesh Moti. Yeah, went through the shot a little bit too early. Absolute precision from Moti, another low catch. And now the pressure is on. 5 from 2, 1 wicket in hand. Shanto will be on strike, but Saka goes for 3, 6 for 1. Right, left-hander replacing a left-hander. They need a boundary here. We saw him timing the ball nicely when he batted earlier on. But this is a completely different situation. Pressure on Bangladesh. What does he do? Akil already in away among the wickets.
लाल
That might be
चला
another
एक बॉल पर
wide.
4 रन
We'll have to wait and see. No, leg by. They need 4 on the last ball.
Yeah,
just
the whole
about
चाहिए
all this
अंदर
one kept on the sharp turn. Just clipping the pad. Yeah, it's difficult. It really is even more difficult
रन ना
for
हो
the
14 हो जैसे
right-hander.
छक्का
So the odds are stacked in the favor
नौ
of
जॉब ही
Akil
ना से वो
Hussain.
छक्का
4 from 1. 3 runs gets us to another super over. That's unlikely. We haven't seen too many threes
वाइड ना है
in this contest, so we can for all intents and purposes rule that possibility out. It's either a 4, a 6, or West Indies win.
ये सब के स्टॉप ऑफी तक लगा दे भाई
One of the options for Saif. He has a cover on the boundary, point on the boundary.
सौ के बाउंड्री लगा
A
दे
deep mid wicket. A long one,
तीन
long
रन तो
off.
दौड़ के ली ना
Doesn't have anyone backward of square on the boundary.
Leo sakata isa.
जेंदा
Just
बिगाड़
look at the
गया
line that he's bowling. It has to be
दो
off,
अंदर से
outside off
बाउंड्री तो
stump.
है
Pura pura.
ज्यादा बाउंड्री तो है
Where does he target? It's going away from the right hander. What about the reverse swing?
Hey, बीचे निकाल देते
Let's see. And he
चौका
comes.
ना कर दो
Four needed.
वाइड आप तो बेवकूफ चाल तो नहीं यार अब भी अंदर जो बैठे
Incredible.
हो गए
Down need
साफ
3
साफ
runs.
गूगली में
There
डाल
is a possibility of another super over. I can tell you that.
चलवा सकते
Very much a possibility. The extra fielder comes on the offside. So it will be bowled somewhere around the
Wow.
stump or just a little bit wide. He cannot afford to bowl another wide here.
कमेंट करो
He simply cannot afford to bowl another wide.
ये साला सीएस दिया हम
It's an open edge. It's straight to the fielder.
आउट
And it's only a single.
जीत गए
What a match. West Indies have finally managed to hang
अभी
on
जीत गए
and goes on to win in the Super
ये
Over.
तो अंदर गए
What a victory for the West Indies to keep the series alive. Only their third
Bowling line
victory
कल
away
विकेट
from
में कटा
home
दे लोग
out of 13 matches. But out
दस
of
गए
14
भाग
matches,
गए
beg your pardon. But a
अब
very
वन खाता
important
हूँ
one.
तब क्या करूँगा
It took us a super over to separate these two teams. Akil Hussain, the man of the moment. Lots of errors in that super over, but he can smile now on a sigh of relief. No ball wides, but he's managed to do the job.
करे वाला है
Shehab, his innings, a real mature and responsible innings from the captain. A wonderful game of cricket.